here, and then I moved to New York. I didn't like New York, so I moved back here, and then I was like, and one of my friends, he married a Ukrainian, and so they were living in Ukraine, just doing volunteer work with some of the orphanages, and so I went to help them for a while. I really just liked it. I like the Ukrainian people. Odessa humor is hilarious. I love Odessa. Привет. Yeah, so.
Oh, this is day 6, so they're going to
You kind of know what. No meaning.
I just somehow got a knot in it. I don't know how I did that last night. I was in a hurry.
На козлика.
Как вас зовут? Да, я жил в Одессе в 2021.
Вы там были, как это, физкульт?
Нет, я помогаю. Я жил в Одессе области.
У нас придет одна девочка, женщина, она из Одессы. Она Оля придет.
Okay, I missed about half that.
We have a big flag, which is proper flag.
Еще раз? Where was I? Where am I from? Thank you.
Kyiv.
Я в Техасе.
Are you from Texas?
Yes, ma'am. Но...
I'm sorry if I can talk with you Russian.
Ну, пожалуйста, по-русски. Я знаю немного.
У вас есть язык?
Да.
Я американец. Я говорю по-русски.
Да.
По-украински. Не дуже добре.
I've been practicing for a year or two now.
Been practicing for 21 years.
The speaking part's always the hardest, especially with native speakers. I just feel like I'm going to make mistakes. It is, yeah.
Just make the mistakes.
Yeah, make the mistakes.
Fearless. They laugh, they laugh.
Oh, yeah.
My wife is from Kharkiv. Speaks primarily Russian, but father was Ukrainian, mother was Russian. She speaks both.
Yeah, so many.
I was trying to talk to someone, well, it was a year ago, and she got angry. She said, "No, you must speak to me in Ukrainian." Sorry. 6 weeks ago, I was speaking to you in Russian. There was no problem, but all right.
I had already started learning Russian before.
Yeah.
So I want to finish my Russian and then move to Ukrainian. Otherwise, I'll just
Well, they're different enough that I did look it up. About the statistics are a little weak, but about a third of the words are the same. A third of the words are similar, kind of. But that last third, they're totally different. So
That'll do it.
I'm switching over to Ukrainian. Now, I've already learned a bunch of Russian. It's fine. No, it doesn't hurt. It's just I do it, frankly, so I don't upset certain people. No, it doesn't.
О, це теж
Doesn't
пам'ятаєш
matter
в
to her.
Харкові Тараса Шевченка, як закрили.
Her family's spoke
Мішками.
Russian.
А, то, що парк Шевченка.
And Ukrainian, but mostly Russian.
Да, о там з парком Шевченка, так у меня
Friends.
точно
You know,
воспоминания.
I speak with them on the phone,
А, це
and they,
круто.
of course, they know me after all these
Так,
years.
бачиш.
And so they talk to me. I speak
Ти
Ukrainian.
ж
They,
тримай.
okay, good. Thank you for trying.
От тако, тримай. Тримай.
All right.
Тримай.
I
Тримай
kind
тако.
I see
тако.
which way the wind is starting to blow.
От тако. Да. Дивися.
You do
Тримай.
what you want. I would be learning
Ні, в
Ukrainian
тебе вже є, на.
if I was in your spot. You could always. I don't confuse. I speak
Там хочеш
fluent
побачити,
German.
дивись.
I don't confuse Russian and German, or Ukrainian and German.
Давай.
Ukrainian and Spanish. No?
Папа, до папи,
Yeah.
до папи. Де папа? Ні-ні-ні,
So-
Міра. То чуже, то не то.
No, it's
You're young. I would do it now.
А ніхто...
Yes, you can speak more people in Russian.
На, ти до папи.
When all of 20 years after all of this, maybe they'll get back to normal, but not anytime soon. Oh, look at this photo. This is beautiful. We bought a copy of this photograph. I said, this is just incredible. I've never seen anything quite like this.
Я думаю, вона в машині додому.
Morning, sir. Sorry, I just bumped into you.
А?
Get out of the way as usual and
Проходьте, проходьте, йдіть. О, там
If you'd like anything explained, please ask Luna or my wife Vita or me. They speak it much better than I do. That's your first radio.
Чогось наша славна Україна зажурилася, а ми тут червону калину підіймемо, а ми нашу славну Україну.
by you, if that's okay.
Oh, no, that's perfect. If you want to slide it behind it so no one sees it's a purse.
Добрий день. Добрий день. Слава Україні! Слава Україні! Слава Україні! Thank you so much, everybody, for coming today. Today, 1 year ago, we were across the street, gathered as Ukrainians, as a community of San Antonio, because our country, our beloved Ukraine, was invaded, attacked by Russia. It was a bad day. We were hoping this war, at that moment we did not know what's going to happen. Within the first week it became clear Ukraine will stand. When everybody thought that our president, Ukraine's president, Volodymyr Zelensky, will flee the country, he did the opposite. He stood up. He stood up to the country, 7 times bigger than Ukraine, 5 times bigger population than Ukraine. The bully who bullied Ukraine for centuries. He was not afraid. And today we're standing here today, even the war still rages on, the war of attrition, Ukraine is standing strong. Thanks to Ukrainians in Ukraine, thanks to Ukrainians across the world. Today, over 300 cities across the globe are holding rallies like this to mark 1-year anniversary of this war and to show support for Ukraine and Ukrainian people. In a world where the president sets the future, we need to make clear that countries like Russia and the aggression by countries like Russia will not be the precedent for the future. We must come together as a free world, people of democracy, to defend Ukraine. We must impose crippling sanctions on Russian economy to stop their ability to finance their war and send missile strikes at Ukraine's civilian population on almost daily basis. Russia must be isolated and punished for their murders, tortures, sexual violence, destruction, and total disregard to the rules based on international order. They must be expelled from all international organizations. Their athletes must be banned from the Olympic Games and all other international events. Their propagandists and apologists must be expelled and excluded from all the arenas. We are the global diaspora of Ukraine. We have responsibility to continue to advocate to our governments and educate the societies we live in about Ukraine to ensure that they understand what is happening in Ukraine is a genocide. Is this genocide that's been happening for centuries. Ukrainians are dying today, losing their lives. But also, millions of Ukrainians who are yet to be born are dying with the people who are being perished in this war. Without the strong support of citizens of countries we live in, our governments will not have the popular support or motivation to support Ukraine. That is why it is your duty, our duty, individually and collectively, to stay united and help Ukraine.
Дорогі друзі, вас вітає організація Українське Сан-Антоніо. On behalf of Ukrainian community in town, we would like to thank you for everyone who is attending today's rally for Ukraine. It's the second event planned to commemorate the victims who lost their lives, and today marks exactly 1 year of the full-scale invasion of Russian Federation in Ukraine. And yesterday we had a candlelight vigil at the City Hall stairs, and today we're going to proceed to let everyone talk, to let our voice be heard. 1 year ago, right across the street, there was the day when the war started. Right across the street, early in the morning, we all came out to the streets feeling desperate, losing our hopes. We had no idea what's about to happen, and the whole world was giving Ukraine 3 days And today, on the February 24th, 2023, Ukrainians are still standing strong. We are the people. We in this war, we find ourselves as a very brave nation. And for Ukrainians, it's better to lose their lives than lose their freedom. It's been a long way, and a lot has happened throughout this year. What I'm gonna say from my heart is we are so much grateful to Ukrainian and American, first of all, American and the world society for supporting Ukrainians in their fight for democracy and freedom. And we are very grateful to the city of San Antonio for locally supporting our community in town. And also, we are very proud of the armed forces of Ukraine because they are the people who are granting our freedom. They are the people we do for what is happening now. We're still standing strong, and like I said, it's been a long way. It's been a struggle, and it's been a circles of despair. We all cried together, we all died together, and then we all were reborn in spirit, and we're still united. And please follow our events, because we're gonna host more medical supplies drive to ship the necessary aid to the most devastated areas in Ukraine. And also, I'm gonna pass the microphone to people who would like to speak up and who would like for their voice to be heard. Please, anyone, anybody.
Hello, I am also a member of Ukrainian San Antonio. I was responsible for account for money, and yes, we had received a lot of money. Thank you to all American supporters who supported us. All money was sent to Ukraine to help. We received so many thanks with saving lives. It was sent to Ukraine, ambulances, cars, medical supplies, and sent that, yes, we saved more than 10 lives. Thank you very much. And from my personal experience, yes, 1 year ago, 1 year ago in 2 days, my manager came to me and said, Victoria, sorry, looks like your country will be lost. Your president will leave country soon and Russian take over. And different employees come and tell me, Ukraine can stay most like months. And year pass. And I come to these employees and say, look, Ukraine still stayed. And I'm happy that hear from them, they said, we're happy that we make these mistakes. We didn't predict it right, it's good. Thank you to everyone. Follow us, Ukrainian San Antonio, on Facebook and website. Thank you very much. Somebody else wants to talk?
My name is Chris Levitt. I'm a tourist, first time in Texas, in your great city, San Antonio. It's a beautiful city, and I thank the organizers for putting this together. The voice needs to get out there to the public. We need to have, I heard when I first came here, about the aspect of sanctions against sporting events, and it hasn't gone far enough. You know, we still got international play of tennis is one, soccer, to name one. It all needs, hockey, it all needs to be banned. The Russians, they all have to be banned from any professional sports. We need boycotts to go much, much further here. I'm also, too, proud to say, I'm a member of the United Steelworkers Union out of Canada. I'm east of Toronto, and I'll try not to say a and about to give away where I'm from. or about. I think I'm really proud of the fight that yous are giving and taking, and we have to continue to get that message out. Thank you. Oh, I got $20 too. It's my last 20. My last 20.
Hello.
I'm sorry, yes, I'm a bookkeeper of Ukrainian San Antonio. If you want to do donation, see me.
Hello to everyone. Thank you for coming today. I would like to say that, yeah, Ukrainians are brave and we are ready to protect our country. But in modern war, without help of America, without help of all the world, it wouldn't be possible. So today, after 1 year that we still stand, that we are proud of our country, it's also something that we should say thank you to America and all the world. We appreciate this and thank you for staying with us even after 1 year. Slava Ukraini!
Слава Україні! Слава Україні! Слава Україні! Ви знаєте, я дивлюсь новини і різні передачі, і різні люди кажуть різні речі. І я побачив, що запал підтримання України у деяких потух. І я хочу сказати, що ми повинні продовжувати стояти з Україною і підтримувати її на будь-яких уровнях ми живемо, серед рідних, близьких, робочих і людей, з якими ми спілкуємось. Тому що людське життя, воно безцінне. І кожен раз, коли ми включаємо світло чи обігріваємо наше житло, деякі люди в Україні цього не мають зараз. І я вас дуже прошу, моліться за Україну, підтримуйте, якщо ви можете, вашими молитвами, добрим словом, тому що це дуже важливо. Українці – нація, яка страдала на протязі десятиріч від різних людей, від різних умов. Я прошу вас, дуже прошу у нашу Україну, за батьківщину, щоб ми залишалися нацією, яка є прикладом для інших націй. І хай береже вас Бог, і береже сім'ї від тих братів та сестер, які зараз віддають своє життя за українську землю. Мир вам, мир вашим сім'ям і кожному з нас. З Богом!
My name is Greg Limblade.